Hello, love bugs, Ravi here. And today I'm kind of particularly talking to the streamers or to the people who maybe want to become a streamer, because I switched from OBS to Meld Studios about a month and a half ago. And while I am still very much learning all of the ropes of Meld after using OBS for 5 years and making the switch, it is definitely, there have been some moments where I had to really learn how to use something brand new, which for me can be hard. Yet it has still been worth it. I do just want to say, and I probably will make more videos about using the software in the future, but I had a really amazing experience specifically around multi-streaming on Meld that I just had to share with y'all. If you don't know what multi-streaming is, it just essentially means that you're going to be streaming to multiple different places at the same time. So for example, right now, I typically only stream on Twitch, but I also make videos, as you know, if you're watching this, on YouTube, and I also make content over on TikTok pretty regularly. If I wanted to with Meld Studios, I could be live on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube all at the same time if I wanted to. Now, I personally don't do that. I am a very chatty and very chat-focused streamer. So because that's the kind of content that I make, I don't usually restream or multi-stream any of my content. However, I had a situation where I needed to recently. I was blessed by having the Funcom team ask me to stream the new update for their game Aloft live on their Steam page. And they suggested that since on Steam, there's not really like ways to support the person who's streaming, they suggested that I stream on Twitch at the same time. So that way I'd still be, showing up for my subscribers and all of that while also doing the stream over on Steam. Now, I had never streamed on Steam before, so that already had me nervous. And I had never multi-streamed before, ever, because I've just never wanted to do it. A large part of the reason that I never really wanted to do it, even though I know it's a smart thing to do, and so those of you who probably multi-stream a lot are like, Ravi, why wouldn't you multi-stream? Like, increase your followers, get more of your content seen. I get it. And you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. It is a way better way to grow. It's just not my path, and that's okay. However, there have been certain streams or certain occasions where maybe I was doing something more challenging, where maybe I was a little bit less chat focused or playing like a story-driven story game where I'm more performing the story for my community. And I thought, I should also stream this to TikTok so my TikTok community can be watching this at the same time and be enjoying kind of this just narrative storyline that I'm playing through. Since I'm not talking to chat as much as I typically would, everyone's kind of kicked back and watching the gameplay. But then I would look into multicasting and sometimes it would overwhelm me, or I would have to like download plugins and make sure that they're working properly and then use different tools. And sometimes those tools, if you wanted to do them in certain ways, you would have to pay for them, or even just my computer at the time couldn't handle me running 2 different pieces of software in order to stream to 2 different places at the same time, which back in the day you had to do. So when they told me that they wanted me to multi-stream, I was terrified. However, I had just started using Meld. So I reached out to someone on the Meld team and I was like, hey, can I stream to Steam on Meld? And they were like, absolutely. Y'all, it was so easy. It was so easy that I was overcomplicating it by looking into problems that can happen, and then reached out to the Meld team. And in under 5 minutes, one of the people in their Discord reached out to me and was like, hey, we know that that's gonna be a problem on other platforms, but we already have ours all set up to not do that. So don't even worry about it. They were like, there's no extra setting that you have to play with. There's no extra thing that you have to fix. Do exactly what it says on the page and you should be good to go. Let me show you how easy it is. When you go to your outputs for Meld, you can actually hit the plus up in the corner, and it's going to bring up other options of connections that you can make for your multi-stream. So let's just go ahead and click on YouTube for now, just to show you kind of how it works. It will then bring this up. You're going to have to grab your stream key, which is going to be from whatever platform that you're on. And this is a private thing that you should never share with anybody else. You would get it specifically from your YouTube channel. You could go here and click the login and go that way. And then you just select the canvas that you want. So are you going to use your main canvas or your vertical canvas? Now, what that is, if you look at the screen right now, it's actually kind of funny. So where you're seeing my face and seeing me on camera, that's my vertical canvas. So this right here is vertical canvas to set things for like TikTok style, for people to be able to watch you essentially on TikTok. Main canvas is the screen right here that's showing you kind of my infinite screen. It's because I'm currently recording this on Meld Studio, and it is recording my screen of Meld Studio. So you're seeing it like multiple times going infinitely on, but that's how I'm showing this all to you, recording Meld and teaching you about Meld within the same screen, which is kind of wild, but here we are. But now getting back to the point, just how easy it was for me to stream on both Steam and Twitch at the same time. You can see that I had Steam set up right here. So this is as a custom RTMP. You don't need to know anything about what that is beyond just the fact that you can get it from Steam and get it from most streaming services as well. It's essentially kind of like a stream key in order for you to use. You put your key in here, the stream URL for that particular platform, and then again, main canvas or your vertical, and make your decision. This is literally all I did. The only other thing I did was edit the name right here because it said custom, and I changed it to Steam to know that it would be my Steam key. Then it's going to automatically make it start this stream when you go live. You can uncheck that, and that way you can choose to slide it on whenever you want or not. It was literally that easy. I paid nothing extra. I had no additional settings that I had to mess with. I had no additional software I had to have running on my computer. Meld did everything for me and sent it to all platforms. And while I have heard some discussion about how much harder maybe Meld works also with your computer to make that happen, obviously it takes a lot of power. So you're going to want to take that into consideration. If you are going to stream to multiple platforms and maybe you have a computer that's not quite as powerful, definitely take that into consideration. You are asking a lot of your processor to do that for you. But so are you if you're running two different instances of OBS. So are you if you're running OBS with a plugin with an entirely other program. So keep all those things in mind. And the important thing that I've noticed about Meld is that Meld truly is a broadcasting software system that was made for streamers by streamers. And they are only ever listening to feedback, putting out updates, and trying to make their program better. And I'm so excited that I made the jump, because I think in the future, this is going to be what we all use. And if you have any questions, I'm still learning, so I probably have them too. So feel free to put them down in the comments so that I can get some answers for you guys. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.